Hey, good afternoon. Unless you're not on the East Coast and you're somewhere else, good morning. Um, Hold on, let me invite my friends. But yes, today is Tuesday. Pushing up my schedule a little bit. They just got some stuff going on. Joining an after school club, so that's cool. Hey, Carl. I'm gonna try something different, right? And it's so funny because today's topic, 5 people that you need if you're an entrepreneur, the company you keep. Um, I draw inspiration from my real life, and it came from a conversation I had last night with my husband, uh, with Danny, and he gave me some ideas on keeping a better flow because he knows how easily I get distracted, and things like that. And then I talk with him and stuff, so he knows I'm always trying to repurpose my content, and so I want to be able to try something different. Hold on. How to tell Amazon to keep playing. So anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna try to do my welcomes and all that stuff in the beginning and try to stay on topic because y'all know you say something, you say hi, I get off topic, and then I'm going to towards the end go through comments and see if people have questions and things like that. So give me one more second because Amazon to keep playing. Hold on, y'all. I just want to share this to my page. Okay. And Carl, how are you doing? Let's see, share this to group. Who am I sharing this to? Get shit done and my table for 6. Great. All right, so here we go. Hey, Reese, how are you doing? I'm trying to see if Tina's here. So hi, Reese. Hi, Carl. Hi, Tina, when she gets on. And I'm going to go ahead and start getting to the point. So this, I'm actually going to need help. Sometime I'll go ahead and when I do listings, you said doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Sometimes when I do listings of things, I put them in the comments, but I figured, let's get some people to help me out, some people to pay attention. So I am going to give you guys, today we're talking about the company you keep. 5 types of people you need in your life if you're an entrepreneur. Hey, Tina. So I'm going to go through them all. And if you guys, someone can help me and write them in the comments, I would appreciate that. If not, I will go maybe back later and write this. But watching from Richmond. Yes, and as you guys come on, thank you for letting me know, Reese. Say hi, let me know where you're watching from. And if you have questions that you want me to get to towards the end, go ahead and put in the comments so that before I get off, I will go through and try to answer as many questions as possible. Company you keep. Yes, so let me go ahead and get to it. 5 things. And the funny thing is, I feel like I'm sure not just myself, but a lot of us will be able to see ourselves in some of these or in many of these or all of these or half of these. But it's just really interesting because when you're an entrepreneur, it's not like when you have a regular job. You don't go to the job or go to the office and give an assignment and told what to do. Everything is on you. And even if you're a network marketer, if you're a marketer, still, they can do tools and systems, but you waking up, figuring out what you're going to do each day, that is 100% on you. That is up to you to figure that out, bounce that out, and actually do it. So that's why I think, and there's so many different articles about things like, take your top 5 friends and what do they say? Take your top 5 friends, look at their incomes, and usually you're kind of in that same income. So really the company you keep has a big effect, has a big influence on you, how you operate, how you think about yourself, the environment you choose to be in and not be in, all those different things. So number 1, and actually I'm saying number 1, but these aren't in any particular order. I just want to make sure I hit 5. So we'll start with number 1 is the encourager. The encourager. And that is the optimist, the person who is an inspiration, who inspires you, who reminds you of your greatness, or reminds you of who the hell you are when you start doubting yourself or feeling down. That's that person that's going to talk to you and pep you back up and remind you of like the bright side of things, the light at the end of the tunnel, reminding you and letting you know and encourage you and giving you that gentle push that keep doing this. You made the decision and you stepped into this for a reason. Don't forget about that reason. Don't forget about all that you have done, your experience, who you are, and keep going. So the encourager is a big one. That's number 1. Number 2, and feel free if you see this person yourself, write in the comments like who you are. You can be more than one person too, because I know I definitely am. Number 2 is the connector. And this is the person who knows everything. This is like the resource person. This is the person that you bring up a topic, you're like, oh yeah, I wanted to write a book. And they're like, oh, I know like 5 people who wrote a book. I know 3 publishers. Like they're the person that pretty much mention anything to. They know another person. They know a website, a resource. They have some way, they have so many people that they know themselves, and they're always not just someone that they know, but they are willing to connect you. So I guess that's a distinction that should be made. There's plenty of people who know everyone or have good resources, but the connector, the connector is the person that is going to know all these people and be willing to connect you with them. They're the great resource. They're like the ultimate resource. So if you don't have a connector, make sure you get you one, okay? Because a connector is someone that definitely comes in handy and definitely can open up doors for you that maybe you can't open up for yourself. The next person, number 3, is the mentor. And the mentor is like the advisor. This is someone who has done what you're trying to do. They have success in business. They are successful. If you're in music, they're successful artists, or they have experience. They have experience, expertise, and they aren't someone that's going to do everything for you. The connector is easy to connect to. Yes. They aren't, but your mentor, your advisor isn't the person that's going to just do everything for you, but they're willing to let you see how they get it done. They're willing to sort of let you peep into their brain or their everyday life and see how they go about things, their thought process, and so that you can in turn learn a process and put your own spin to it. But you're seeing from learning, from shadowing, from watching. And this way you're able to duplicate it or, put your own spin to it, but make it your own. So that is what the mentor, the advisor is, that person that has that experience, they have the success, and they are willing to show you and let you have a seat at the table and watch. So that was number 3. Then number 4, the marketer. This is the marketer, the brainchild, the visionary, maybe even. This is someone who always has ideas, someone that you can run something past, and they are going to oftentimes help you spark your creativity, maybe when you're feeling like in a rut, like you're feeling stuck. So that marketer, and the reason why I say marketer, not as in the person who is a network marketer or the profession-wise, but I say marketer more so because they're the person that has the ideas. They're the visionary. They're the person that you say something, and they're like, have you thought about doing this and that? Like, you tell them something that you're working on or trying to do or trying to accomplish with your business, and they instantly can see so many different ways you can go about it, so many things you can do with it, so many different paths you can grow. I actually see myself, I know for different people, I'm different things, but the marketer is one of that's honestly why I do what I do, because that's definitely my thing. When people say something, I'm like, oh, you can turn that into a book, a t-shirt, a 5-day class. So that's that person you want to have, that person that's going to keep that creativity flowing and going for you. And then who do we have? Number 5. So cool. See how when I don't interrupt myself, I'm pretty concise. So number 5, I call this the mama. And realizing that everyone's mom is different. But I say the mama because this is how my mom is with me. The mama is the judge. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Bridget. The mama is the judge. The mama is the person that is going to give you honest feedback with love. You don't want someone that's just going to be like, that sucks, and kind of make you feel like crap. You want someone who's going to give you honest feedback, though, and give it with love. The person that's going to speak up to you, that's going to challenge you. The person that they're not going to be your yes man or your yes woman. They're not going to be afraid to be like, you might want to think about this a different way. That's why I say the mama, because my mom she's definitely that person for me, where she's going to be like, Christine, you need to chill out, or you need to sit down. You need to calm down. She's that person that no matter what the situation is, she'll, if it's something and I'm like, I need 5 minutes to cry, she'll be like, okay, cry about it. And then what are we going to do about it? let's do something about it. She's that person for me, like I said, that's going to give me honest feedback. She wasn't a mom that was always like, oh, that's a great drawing. If it was ugly, she wasn't going to sit there and lie like it was cute. She would be like, you know, you did your best, and that's what counts. We might not be putting this up on the refrigerator today, or, you know, my macaroni reef might have not been found again the next year because it was ugly, but she gave me the feedback, she gave me the support, but she was honest with me, always honest. So I call the mama. It doesn't have to be your mama. And maybe if your mom is a person that does not like to give you honest feedback and tells you everything you do is great and beautiful, then maybe it's a different word. Maybe you call it the judge. But for me, I was just saying the mama. So there, and like, let me know who is, let's see, marketer. Thank you so much, Reese, for putting some notes in here. And hi, Jessica, and hi, Bridget. Let me know in the comments, guys, which one of these people are you? Are you more than one person? I think it's sort of like how we have love languages. You can have different love languages, but you have one that's the most present, that's the most dominant. So I'm definitely curious to see, out of people watching, who are you for another entrepreneur? Like, what is your role that you play in another entrepreneur life? And honestly, realizing that for different people, you might play different roles, just depending on your knowledge base, your personality, your experiences, the relationship you have with that person. But knowing that you're probably playing this role for someone, and maybe you don't even realize it. Maybe you do realize it. But more than anything, again, stressing, when you decide to be an entrepreneur, when you decide to go out on your own. Jay said, I'm definitely number one. What was number one? I forgot. Number one. Number one, you're the encourager. I could definitely see that, Jay. I could definitely see you being the encourager. Like I said, for me, I'm different things. So sometimes for my friends, I'm the mama, and it could be because I've been a mom since I was relatively young. And so always wanting to give that feedback with nurture. Reese said, I'm more of a connector. That's cool. I think for certain people, I'm definitely a connector. It's because I've worked in some different industries, had different jobs. I actually know a lot of people, MUAs and, you know, publishers, just different things. So being connector is always fun. But regardless, I just hope, like I said, when you're doing this industry, when you are going out and doing something on your own, you're in business by yourself, but they say you're not in business. You're in business for yourself, but not always in business by yourself. And you don't have to be by yourself if you make sure to be mindful of the company you keep, to make sure to surround yourself with people that are going to always help you continue to excel and move forward. And also, so that it's not one-sided, being mindful of the role you play and how you pour into the lives of people that are around you and who choose to have you in their life. Making sure it's never just a take, but that it's a give and a take. Make sure you reciprocate. Make sure that you're pouring into people too. And whatever position you tend to find yourself being for other people, own that role. You know what I mean? Take it seriously, not say be prideful in it, but take it seriously and pour into people. Make sure we're always nurturing and giving to other people. So thank you guys. Thank you, Reese, so much for going ahead and kind of compiling those notes. And just as a quick recap, the 5 types of people you need in your life as an entrepreneur. 1, the encourager. That's the person who's going to inspire you, who's going to be the optimist and remind you of your own greatness. 2, the connector. And that's the person who knows everyone and everything and can and is willing to connect you, willing to share resources and introduce you to that person that can take you to the next step in your career, that person that you might need to produce or create what you're trying to create. Number 3 is the mentor. And that's that person who's done it before, who's not going to do it for you, but will allow you to have a seat at the table, will allow you to watch and sort of peek into their thought process so that you are learning. 4, the marketer. That's the visionary, the person with the ideas, the person that's going to, that you can run something past and that you always kind of leave those conversations feeling like you got a new idea. They help spark your creativity. They help bring and pull that out of you so that you're always creating and producing. And then number 5 is the mama, the judge, and that's the person that's going to give you that honest feedback, that's going to be real with you in a loving way. That is just really great for getting that honest feedback so that you can tweak things and continue to build and grow and excel. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope it was something that maybe you're familiar with, and if you're not, maybe something to think about. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and we'll be back tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard or Eastern Time, and we'll talk about something different. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if y'all wondering where Dane is, he's asleep. All right, bye.